Hey, welcome. This is Rashid. And you know, when I come online and actually, show my face instead of talking behind the screen, there's something special going on. But today, I want to kick off this particular video with something that's, I'm blown away. I am so blown away that I can't even put it into words, tell you the truth. I have sit here and I have listened, studied, and I have just absorbed the most outstanding explanation of why ZENIQ is the absolute best opportunity of this year. This is going to set it off. If you don't see this information as explosive, if you don't grab a hold to this opportunity like right now, I don't know what else to tell you. All I ask you to do is to listen to this particular presentation right here. Thank you.
And analysis paralysis is one of the biggest things that a lot of people have today. And then they have been there the same place where they are. Why I'm bringing this, because a lot of us are facing challenges now. You have been presented opportunity to, especially this one we have for you. And I'm going to take you on a ride. Why am I so obsessed, aggressive, so crazy about this project? I was sharing with some people on my timeline today, and I told them why I'm crazy. And the same thing I'm going to share with you tonight. So that's why, please, I want us to be attentive. It's going to be very unusual, okay? And then you go home with something very spectacular for yourself. Now, I have some case study of some tokens here. And why do I brought it to you? This is my personal experience. And the same thing, I want you to make today's date. You might have been attending our meetings, but it's like today's training is going to be prophetic. So I want you to write today's date down. Friday, the August 6, 2021, write it down. And so that you will take it 4 days before the next, a few months before the next halving. So write it down. Today's date is Friday, the 6th August, 2021. And then, so let's see what happened between now and next year, August 6th, 2022. Okay, now I'm having a case study here. Now, there's a train you go out for. Now, I'm bringing this case study and I want to go very fast. I happened to attend a summit, a conference of experts of blockchain technologies. And so I think I'm the least among the experts that attended. Now, the CEO of this platform company, his name is called Richard Hartz. His name is called Richard Hartz. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Richard Hartz. Here. Sorry that I spelled it small letters, which is not supposed to be. I'm not an English person, so don't blame me, okay? All I know is money, and so I just love to make money. Now, this guy was invited. Please be attentive tonight. And when he was invited, was to justify to his project. And he brought a project called Hex. That was 2019. I attended, and please, everywhere you go, even tonight, I'm repeating it, be alone. Don't listen to noise, not your wife, not your husband, not your children. Be alone tonight, not even your friend, not even the person you thought is the most expert. Listen to yourself alone if your eye be single. Now, I'm bringing this case study so that you take your calculator. Now, we attended the summit and everything, so we were on round table and we crucified, we analyzed, we checked project and all of that. Now, this Hex guy spoke, he was invited, and he spoke about his project. And that time, there was nothing so much clamoring about DEX decentralized project. Nothing. There was nothing like Uniswap. Get me right now. There was nothing like Uniswap. There was nothing like too pronounced about DEX. In fact, a Binance that have a DEX, it was not pronounced. Nobody was using it because it's like, what am I doing with DEX? Now, Richard Hurt explained vividly what Hex was all about. And he talked about decentralized and talked about decentralized exchange. Nobody listened. And he talked about Uniswap, and that Uniswap that hadn't come out, it was at experimental level. And he said, hey, you know what? This project is not with anybody. It's a purely project of crypto. That's how crypto is meant to be. And he emphasized that It's not going to be on any centralized exchange. Even if it's going to be there, it's just for the fun of it. But it's going to be properly on DEX, and it's going to be on Uniswap. Guess what? We listen. Now, there were a lot of questions to Richard had. And Richard was a question. Oh, Richard, how's it going to be? He said, for anyone to participate in this project, listen to me, everybody, that you are going to deposit your money, which you call certificate of deposit. I just hope somebody's going to nail tonight. Certificate of deposit. Okay. Now, guess what? This certificate of deposit, you are not going to be given anything. There's going to be a time before the distribution of the token you have are going to be given to you. And that must be done on Uniswap. Number one, it was complicated for everyone to understand what is Uniswap. Number two, they say, why will I deposit my money? I have not received the volume of tokens I'm supposed to receive. Number three, they said, how can that it is Richard that's behind all of this? That every Ethereum you are depositing, it is Richard that's collecting it. Now listen, because the worst ignorance is to reject what you know nothing about and to criticize what you don't even have an understanding about. But the first thing that's prompted to any man's heart when you don't understand something is to criticize. I always beg people, sit down and learn to understand. Now, why am I bringing this to us? Now, let me go back. I happened to get involved. After I listened, the guy was talking, and when he talked to everyone, no one seems to understand him. Now, I'm going to show you guys something. No one seems to understand Richard Hart because they lack the technical understanding, and they couldn't see far to where this guy was already seeing. Now, Richard Hart now brought the token and said, hey, if you want to participate, you can participate. I'm just telling you guys now to tell you, whoever takes the risk will take the lead. I'm not telling you to buy the token. I just want to show you something. Now, when Richard Hart said we should buy, it was not there on CoinMarketCap, neither was it there on CoinGecko, no aggregator whatsoever, but it was just launched on Uniswap. Now, while on Uniswap, we're to deposit certificate of deposit, so you deposit your Ethereum. It is after your Ethereum was deposited, you'll be given. Guess what? Now, let's go, everybody. Take your calculator. Now, there are persons that are going to be very phenomenal. You're going to be terribly rich, but you are going to cost it by yourself not to be rich. Now, in Hex that time, guess what? The price of the token, I'm just going somewhere because somebody is about to hit jackpot and somebody is going to miss jackpot. Now, to buy the token that time, I was to get it at 0.00, about 609. So I bought few thousands with $100 or few hundred of dollars. And then I just kept. Now, guess what? I bought and kept, and I staked some of them. Now, the token, oh my God, the token moved and got up to 0.0000, that's about 40145. Now, that was when I sold, and I jumped up, oh my God, I made money, and none of that. You know why? I was afraid of holding the token because everywhere I moved to, I searched on Google everywhere, I discovered the term scam, 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 scam. Now I'm going somewhere. Scam, 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 scam. I was looking at myself. Oh my God. Now, guess what? If I had listened to only myself, however, I listened to myself and I bought some volumes. Come on. Now, imagine if you were to buy $2,000 or $1,000 of this token that time, $2,000, excuse me, or 1,000, let's go buy this, $1,000 divide by 0.000000609. You have 1, 2, you have 111 million. If I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You have 1.1 billion units of this token. Now listen, I got the opportunity, but because I listened to people outside, it is not enough to get the opportunity. It is important to understand the opportunity you are handed over to. Now, I got it. I doggedly picked it. I disarmed all the noise around, but it still controlled me eventually. Why? I quickly sold when I saw that I was on profit. But I never understood where it was going. Now listen, the price at which I was selling, look at it. when I was selling was the all-time low on CoinMarketCap. Somebody, I'm arriving somewhere, technically just learned today. I was selling when the price was here, 0.0001451. I was happy. Now I discovered that the opportunity was getting narrowed to buy what of $2,000 at that price that time, or $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, right? Divide by 0.0001451. I was going to get 69 million. Now, when I saw that was jumping up and somebody bought, I was going to get 69 million, 68 million, as it were. Now, that continued. Do you know what? I now check what I bought. I remain very little fraction, what of maybe $100 and all of that. When I checked what was $100, that was now last year. I won't tell you how much I saw. But listen, what I'm passing across to you now, why I didn't went gaga in the project, I listened to people saying that it was a scam. Now, today, look at where the token is. Imagine 68 million right now. Don't miss your time or season. I just want to tell us 69 million or 68 million, let's cut it down. 68 million of this token multiplied by 0.1376. 1, 2. That's about $9.3 million. That was worth of $1,000 last year. Last year, what time? Here you go. 2019. There you go. All-time low. I'm arriving somewhere. Please just be attentive and let's flow together. It's not about to make noise. It's to understand exactly what we're looking for. Now, that is Hex. The one that's going to shock you, I'm going to just use 2 case studies now. I may not be able to go to other one. HNT. Now, why you should be very, very serious with opportunity we want to present to you tonight. Some of us who are already there, we lose guard. It's like we don't see it. We're not seeing it. I know when we are going to see it, when people who are passionate, crazy, lay hand on this. I have conversation with somebody in South Africa in the afternoon. It was super. And if that guy gets involved, well, let me just keep quiet. Now, HNT, look at it. I got opportunity to buy this token when it was not listed on CoinMarket, because some of us, you present this opportunity to some friends, they tell you, they feel they know, they are, they claim they know so much and they know next to nothing. Now, this coin, I got opportunity to get involved in it. You can go to CoinMarketCap. I love practical. Now, so that when we present this opportunity to you, you need to run as fast as possible. Now, HNT, I got opportunity to buy into HNT. Okay, now, in HNT, this is what happened. HNT is $13.97 round. When I bought HNT, I bought 230,000 units. I bought 230,000 units at the rate of, look at it, 230,000 units at the rate of 0.00521. I spent about $1,200. Now, I had 2,300 units. Now, listen, some of you have been minting your token, and somebody asked me, can I sell now? You have to listen very well. Now, I bought this volume because you have not settled down to understand what we call phenomena of the future. I bought it, okay, this and that, it was not on CoinMarketCap and all of that. So you understand, you learn every day. Now, when we got it, look at it, we have CoinGecko, different aggregators, so that some of you ask me, ZENIQ is not on CoinMarketCap. I said, it's just a choice, okay? Now, let me go very quickly and show you guys something. When this token, all-time low of this token, sounds to be June 2020. June 2020. Look at it there. All-time low of this token, June 2020, which was 25 cents. A lot of people were jumping up. Oh my God, I bought this coin. Guess what? I bought it at a useless amount of money, 0.00521. Listen, it was not listed on CoinMarketCap, neither was it on any coin exchange or what we call coin crypto aggregators. Nowhere. Whoever take the risk will take the lead. So I bought into it, but it is not enough to buy into it when it is still low, like some of us who got involved in ZENIQ now. It is important to retain your position and expand it. Be very careful. Now, I bought into it. Now, when CoinMarketCap was doing their assessment, they said the all-time low of this token was 25 cents. So somebody will tell you, oh my God, I bought it the cheapest, right? It's a lie. Now, another coin aggregator or market aggregator is going to show you a different price entirely. Look at it. CoinGecko. I'm arriving somewhere because so opportunity will present to you. I've listened to a lot of friends ask questions. I said, if you had understood this, we are showing you, you will not sleep. Now, HNT. I'm arriving somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Just follow me. HNT, yeah, is $13.90 something, almost $14. Now, let's go. All-time low of this token was how much? No, don't, you can answer me independently. Never mute don't unmute yourself. 11 cents. That was April 18, 2020. Another person said, no, all-time low was 25 cents, June. So when you were celebrating that you bought this thing cheap at 25 cents, somebody is celebrating another price that he bought it cheap at 11 cents on different dates. I was celebrating that I got it when it was not even in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, now 230,000. Look at where I'm arriving, because some of you be very careful. You have gotten some volume of ZENIQ token now. If you waste it, look at what you are going to do to yourself. Now, I got it. Oh my God! You know, I used that $1,200, and then when it pumped up and all of that, I sold and I made $50,000. Now listen, you say, "Oh my God!" No, stop all of this. I never settled down with the company to know where they were going. Even though when they were telling us where they were going, we say, not today. It don't take when you have done it for back. They don't they talk them. Now, we quickly sold, because some of you spirit of buy and sell, sharp, sharp, you will not be able to retain power of attorney. Now, I sold, I make money, $50,000. Okay, everybody celebrate. Oh my God, oh my God. Look at it. Today, I was following up this same project that I was meant to be a whale in. Now, look at it. Look at the project. For some of us to know, in our community, most people that have trained, I told them that in 2027 is a power of tokenized project.
Wow. I hope you enjoyed that, because I couldn't sit still. Like my man said, right? This is an off the chain, off the charts, amazing opportunity. And everybody has to grab a hold to this, the true understanding of what you have in front of you. He talked about these use cases, right? So when you actually take a look at that, there are things that we know to this day. I mean, some of you may know about the helium miners, right? HNT, you know, the People's Network. That right there is a use case that is just like, wow, right? Because just because he brought it up and talked about the actual token or the coin versus the helium miners. Today, people are talking about the miners. Why? Because when he got it, it was very cheap, less than 1 cent. And today, you're looking at, you know, some astronomical amount to own or to be a validator. Do you understand what a validator is? A validator is one that literally is saying, yes, this is good. No, this is not. Go ahead and do this transaction. And they're just doing it. It's just all digital. It's all digital. I mean, you got miners that actually are making money from the mining process, right? And the helium miners, it's just a matter of plugging in a device and letting the network do what it does, and you make money. There's no work involved. But the validator makes money from the actual network and validating that those transactions are true. And it's all digital. It's digital. There is no pushing any buttons. It's just a digital process. And he is actually telling us more about how that works in on both sides of it. And like I said, if you know, there's programs today. There's actually affiliate programs that people have created from the helium miner process. which is phenomenal. I mean, it's a free, there's nothing, it doesn't cost you anything, right? To plug in a device and earn money from it. And the person that is running that program has purchased multiple devices and will send the devices out. So that's all about the device. But this gentleman just explained that before the devices even became popular, literally the price of the coin was what? The token was like 0.000, I don't even know, 0052, 0.0052, less than 5 cents, less than a cent, 0.0052. He purchased that 0.0052, paid $1,200 and got 230,000 of them when it was less than a cent. And people thought he was crazy. He even accepted that he was crazy and sold them at 25 cents per and made money, right? Made 1/4 of whatever he, maybe made about 100,000 off of that. And then a few years later, they're worth $13 each. $13 each. If he would have held on to those 230,000 coins or tokens of HNT and it hit $13, he would have earned $9 million. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? Let me look at that. Now that was for the HEX. I'm looking at the HEX. That was the other example he gave. So we're gonna do, was it $13? Just round it off. $3 million. So he would have earned 3 million. So he made 100,000 and was excited. But if he would have held on to him just a little while longer, he could have took 10,000 of them, become a validator, and would have earned money day after day, over and over and over and over and over. For how long? I don't know. Forever? This is crazy. Do you understand the power of decentralized finance? Do you understand the power of the decentralized exchanges? Do you understand the power of decentralization and tokenization? This is where we are. This is the power of what ZENIQ is bringing to the table, people. Do not miss this opportunity. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So here's some things that I want to cap off in reference what he said. He went on to talk about a lot more, but I'm just giving you some ideas about what he talked about. I mean, this is so powerful. This brother, he's from Nigeria, and he is breaking down this as another, because he talked about the HEX use case, he talked about the HNT use case, and then he had a couple other ones. Whereas we will sit in a room and we will hear experts talk about something that we have no clue what that is, right? So I had that feeling a few years ago, and I said, no, something is special about this, and I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to find out, right? And that's when I started studying blockchain technology. So I understood exactly what he meant, because you're sitting in a room and you know something special about this, but you don't have enough knowledge about it to even get involved. Therefore, you don't put your all into it because you can't believe in it because you don't know enough about it. So he went on to talk about examples on this, and he gave us some really good nuggets. And I want to highlight these nuggets to you right now. So definitely don't leave, stay present with me here. He says that if you're not restless about this opportunity, you haven't done your research. I'm talking restless, you haven't done your research, then you need to do more research. Yeah, so I hope that you kind of follow what I'm saying here, is that if your restlessness has not increased, you are not doing the right research. That means that you don't see it yet. If you're laying down in the bed at night and you're comfortably dozing off, and you wake up the next morning refreshed, and you go about your business, you say, oh, let me check and see how this ZENIQ thing is doing, and you're just calmly going, you don't understand the power of what you got in your hands. You're talking, look, I have 2 people in my organization right now that I talk to constantly. Believe me, they get it. They got it so much that I said, let me go back and do more research, because I'm not getting it like they get it. Like, I don't have that light bulb go off in my head. Like when I was talking to one gentleman, Eddie, superstar in the organization, he literally was like, wait a minute, say that again. When I was talking about the compensation plan, and I'm talking about the career bonus. And then I talked about career bonus, then I transferred over into the performance bonus. When we talk about the global pool, right? That share that you're getting in the global pool, and then you get it for 6 months. It was just like, what? Oh my gosh, right? So now it's like 12 at night in his place, and it's, you know, afternoon in my place, but we're still talking about it, and we're trying to get off the phone, but we get back on the phone because he's having that restlessness because this thing is so big. It's so big. And every time we look at it, it's like peeling back the onion on this thing and saying, what else is going to come out of this? Because this is so powerful, right? So here's some key nuggets. Like, let me continue these key nuggets. This golden opportunity comes with responsibilities, like massive responsibilities, but massive challenges as well, because you're right at the beginning, right? And if you're dealing with a startup, you know that there's things at the beginning of a startup that just, you know, you don't expect certain things to happen. If you've never been involved in a startup, then it's a very, very shaky feeling for you. And some people will not be able to handle that, and they will fall off and miss this opportunity in the long run. And we hope that they do not walk away, because it's going to be some challenges at the beginning, right? There's some misunderstandings on what actually is happening in the back office, what actually is happening with the actual coins, what's the tokenization projects, you know, how does that affect how many coins are produced? All right, I want to get into that, right? I want to give you some tips on that information right there. And I hope I don't want to make this too long, but my gosh, there's so much good information in this one. This ZENIQ coin is a low gem, like you know, I mean, it's like this. And the way he said it was so powerful, right? It's an explosive giant, but it's a gem that's being formed right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes, this thing is being formed. The gem is being formed, and it'll leave you sleepless if you totally get the career plan, if you get the performance plan, if you understand the whole compensation plan. Anybody that is a networker will just lose sleep over this thing every single night until you get to that diamond. So here's what's up. The golden opportunity, right? It comes with these challenges, but it comes with some responsibilities as well. The responsibility is that you deliver the right information right on time to your teammates. That's my responsibility, is to make sure you get the right information right on time, so that when you open the door and open the floodgates, you come in with the right strategy to maximize that compensation plan. That is my commitment, to make sure that when you open the floodgates, you know exactly how you're going to build your teams, right? So that you can maximize the compensation plan. And that is my duty, to make sure that you have that opportunity, because that's what I'm here for, and that's what we're doing. So here's a couple of things, some nuggets, right, that he left with us that, like I said, I didn't want to go too long. So I'm going to give you these nuggets real quick, and hopefully you'll really understand what's the meaning behind this. So the first thing he talked about was analyzing what you don't know, right? That is something that a lot of people will do. So you may be faced with this beautiful opportunity. You present this information, and somebody will analyze what they don't know. So if somebody's new to network marketing, somebody's new to cryptocurrency, or new to decentralized finance, or blockchain information, anything pertaining to cryptocurrency and blockchain, they may just not understand it. And tokenization is definitely something that people are trying to get their head around. So with that being the case, how are the person that you're talking, how are they going to understand your level of excitement when you get it, but you're not able to convey that? And now they become this self-proclaimed expert with no understanding. They talk about it, but they respond to you in a way that they don't get it. And so they don't have a vision that you have, right? So you got to be careful. People will analyze what they just don't know. They have no idea. And so they'll start to analyze it and say, this is not real. This is a scam. They'll go through this whole process of trying to deny why not to understand what you're actually telling them about this incredible opportunity, because there's just some backstory to how people react now, with so many things going on. And so don't take it personal when people kind of get into that mode of analyzing what they don't know. The second thing was he mentioned rejecting what you know, but you're rejecting it from afar. So it's similar to the first one, but this one is more of, if you're on the outside looking in, that's kind of what he meant by that, right? So a lot of people want to say, no, that's not for me, but they don't even know what it is, and they haven't even introduced themselves to it. So what we try to say is at least give yourself an opportunity to make an educated decision, right? This is new. Blockchain is still new, right? Some people just learned about Bitcoin, let alone cryptocurrency. It's still new, right? So you don't know about it, but you're on the outside and somebody is excited because they had an opportunity to be invited into this decentralized financial environment, which the world is moving to anyway. And you're over here saying, no, I got my money in the bank, man. I'm making my 0.05% and it's insured and I'm thrilled. And you're like, but let me help you understand that this is the future and the future is right here in front of you. And I've been invited into this circle and I invite you to this circle. Let's have this party together. And you're like, I really like my bank giving me my 0.01%. Whereas I'm showing you that you can literally earn these coins, this value every single day, like every single day. And when you understand the magnitude of what the actual program is about, it's more than that coin. That coin is just a portion of that. That coin is like a bonus at the end. It is, oh my gosh, right? So definitely, I hope you listen to this, gentleman, because it is so amazing how he broke it down. The use cases are so spot on. So there's another thing. If somebody is outside looking in, the first thing they will say, what? Give me some information and I'll take a look at it. But if you don't understand decentralization, tokenization, if you don't understand blockchain or even cryptocurrency, if I give you ZENIQ.com, if I give you Nomadics, if I give you Uniswap, what are you going to do with that information? And see, that's what he was breaking that down as well. So also he talked about, being the victim of one-sided experts. Can you understand? This was interesting how he explained this. A lot of times you hear somebody say, because you want to compare what you're hearing from one person about something that you think you know, right? So you're an expert now, all of a sudden, you're an expert in this network marketing program, or this online platform, or this high yield platform. And so you want to become that expert in your own mind to explain why this is or this is not, right? So when you were scammed with another opportunity, and now we're talking about a legitimate company, you're trying to apply that scam mentality to this opportunity. And we're saying, please, please, please don't miss this opportunity because you're carrying this baggage. We've all been there. Let it go because you don't want to miss this. Did you see the use case? I'm reflecting back to the use case of Hex and HNT. That right there should keep you away from those what used to be. Let it go because you don't want to miss out on this opportunity. That pride of previous success. So let's say you were in one of these programs that did, fall apart, but before it fell apart, you made $50,000 or 50,000 euros or, 50, BTC, whatever it may be. But you're looking at this saying, oh man, I made 50,000. Why would I want to get involved in a coin that's 24 cents? Why would I get involved with a coin that was 5 cents? Now it's 24 cents. Who knows? It might be 5 cents again. I'm good with my 50,000 that I got. But unfortunately, if you look at the use case that we just talked about, ZENIQ is in that same position right now. It started at 3 cents, then 5 cents. Now it's at 24 cents. And guess what happened with HNT and with Hex? And they didn't even have what ZENIQ has pushing it. You know what I'm saying? So let's say you get 230,000. Think about this for a second. If you look at the actual coin packages and you get the coin package, let's say you get the coin package that's 400 coins, per month. Let's say you get the one that's 800 coins per month. So if you get 800 coins per day, and this is now there's more to this, but let's just use this as an example because the coins will fluctuate. But there is a package for 800 coins per day, right? You take the 800 coins per day and you have, so 800 coins per day, you got 30 days. So that's 24,000 coins times 12. So that gives you 288,000 coins in a year. Okay, so let's take this all in for a second. So the example that this gentleman gave was he had purchased HNT, the helium miner, the helium token. He had purchased that when it was 0.0052. Okay, so he paid $1,200 and he got 230,000. All right. So he got 230,000, right? So here's what I'm saying. And it took him about 5 years to get to the 25 cent. So what if, let's just take this on for a second. You purchase one that's let's say the 800 coins per day, you mint out and you have 288 coins in a year. Those 288 coins. So that's comparable, right? 288,000. So don't get me wrong, 288,000 coins in a year. Okay, stay with me. He got 230,000 coins with his HNT. Based on his purchase, 230,000. I'm comparing the 288,000, right? Same package then. So compared to the package he got, compared to the package you can get with ZENIQ. With ZENIQ, you got 288,000 at the end of the year. With the HNT he had was 230,000. How much did he come up with that he could have earned if he would have held on and the coin went to $13? It was at 3 million, right? The coin being $13 was $3 million that he would have earned off of that. Okay. So in that same type of mentality, but it took about 5 years though. That's the difference now, 5 years without all of the things that's going on with the ZENIQ opportunity. So with ZENIQ, let's say you did exactly what he did. He sold at 25 cents. He sold at 25 cents. So let's say it took, what? I don't know. It took 5 years. Let's do a 5 year, right? So in 5 years, it got to $13. But within his first year, he got scared. He got nervous. It was at 25 cents. And it's actually a couple of years, actually. So I think it was about 2 years he showed. So 2 years, it gets to 25 cents, right? So we're going to use a 2-year kind of valuation here. With that coin, the HNT, 2 years, it gave him a return of 25 cents per HNT, right? So the 230,000, so it's about what, 1/4 of that. So 1/4 of that 230,000 will give you about 75, 80, let's say $80,000. So he gets $80,000 from that sale. When it hit 25 cents, he got $80,000. So let's compare that to the 288,000 coins that you get with ZENIQ. You want to go with a 2-year plan? Okay, let's do a 2-year plan. Well, the experts say that within the first year, we're looking at about 50 cents to the dollar. In the next year, based on all of the projects, things that's going on, right? The tokenization itself is amazing, but let's throw in the decentralized exchange that's going to happen as well. And then all of the other things that ZENIQ is doing. And so it's estimated that it'll go to $2 within that next year. So if the coin goes to $2, right? When it goes to $2 in the next in the 2 years, same time frame here, $2 versus the 25 cents. $2. You got 288,000 coins in the first year, not 2 years. I'm just saying if you stop in 1 year, you got 288,000 coins and you didn't do, and no more coins were given out. You didn't get no more coins after that first year. A whole second year goes by. Conservatively, you're going to take that 288 times $2, take some fees off of it. Let's say it's $1.99 per coin. You're going to have an estimated 560,000 euros or dollars, depending on where you cash them out, value with the ZENIQ coin. Is it 80,000 or would you prefer the 560,000 because you made a smart decision? This is all I'm saying. This is what he's telling you. This is what the gentleman is telling you. He is showing you use cases that proves what he is saying, and ZENIQ has come as that thing that proves what he missed out on. He has another bite at the apple because ZENIQ has come with that same proposal, but it's delivering on that proposal way better than any one of them did in the past. Even though HNT is doing a great job now, HEX is doing a great job now. This right here, ZENIQ, is the actual program that is doing what you want it to do for you. And he has given you evidence of why everybody should take an opportunity here. We can solve the crisis, economic crisis across the globe with this ZENIQ coin, the ZENIQ opportunity. This is what he's showing you right now. He says learners can also become masters, but masters will never become God. This is something that he said that I thought was so powerful, because after you learn and you believe in this program, you believe in yourself, and you start to rise in this organization because it happens very quickly. Yeah, you could become a master of yourself. You can become a master of the program, but you definitely don't want to think that you're above that, because it will take you to a whole nother level. And we have to prepare ourselves for that level of success. So I appreciate you listening. I appreciate your time, but I definitely don't want you to leave without getting your questions answered. This is a phenomenal opportunity. There's just no two ways about it. My man, he explained it so well that I just wanted to cap it off with that. I don't really have anything more to say about it, because that right there is the actual information that you need. In addition to the actual program, that's what that right there sums it up. Point blank, period. Now, if you want me to go over some information about the program, fine. Let me give you some key points about the program without even going into the presentation and all that, because I don't think it's necessary right now. The one thing that I want you to know is, yes, one, there's a package involved, a coin package. So you want to purchase a coin package, and the coin packages range from 100 euro all the way up to 300,000 euros. And so it'll give you, a few coins for the 100 euro, and then it'll give you more coins as you go up in the price of the actual package. The one thing that I like that he did say on into the actual presentation and the training, he talked about understanding, right, the halving process. The halving process, it causes low supply but high demand. That's economics right there. And people always ask about that. And I always respond and say, in order to keep the value high, the demand high, so that demand is high, the value is high. You understand the correlation. In order for that to happen, then the volume of coins has to drop, right? It's a correlation that works. And 4% decrease in the sales, right, will decrease the amount of coins being distributed. So you're going to accumulate a certain amount of coins over time. But here's what's really powerful is the halving process reduces the amount of coins. Value goes up, the demand goes up. Then you have the sales halving process, is when every 1,000 hubs that are sold, 4% decrease in the amount of tokens or coins that are produced. Do I even need to say that again? Because that right there is mind blowing. But I'm not here to extend this session. I just felt that I had to come on. I had to give you a little bit of explanation about what the gentleman was talking about, because that right there, I was like, man, this is what I needed, like right now, because it is so powerful to understand so much more the depth of this particular decentralized space. It is so amazing, the opportunity we have in front of us here. For you to purchase a package from 1,500 and up to earn X amount of coins, between 100 and 12,000 coins per month, per day, in your back office, depending on what your package is, you could literally be sitting in the exact same position that he was sitting. You could literally gain in a 12-month time frame 230 to 280,000 coins, because the company is giving you a masternode to mint coins every single day. Those coins get minted, you collect, and you have 280,000 coins at the end of the year, and that price goes to 50 cents. 140,000 euros is sitting in your account waiting for you to convert it into that currency. You don't have to chase it down. You don't have to figure out how to do it. You just need to make it happen, because you have done your part, then the company has done their part, and this is a bonus that's sitting and waiting for you at the end of the year. This is phenomenal. This is absolutely unmatched in the industry. And so additionally, he did talk about something that I tell people all the time. The minimum is when somebody says, what's the minimum? I say $2,950 is the minimum, right? About $3,500 is the minimum. That's going to get you in the game. right? Anything less, you're just playing around. I mean, if you have the funds to get in where you can get in, that's great. But if you're serious about this opportunity, if you're staying awake at night because you get it, like it snapped and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to collect these coins because they're going to start the halving process. Because by this time next February, I'm going to only get half of what I was getting. Why? Because every day people are buying hubs. People are not coming in paying 100 euros. People are coming into this program and they're paying thousands. I'm talking, believe me. That's what's going on, right? And so they're not purchasing $100 packages if in 1 week, we're doing 60, 70,000, in the next week another 60, 70,000. That's 11,000 up each package. Why? Because they get it. They see that value, they go get that value because they want those coins. Because next month, next week, next year, those coins are going to be halved. The sales process is going to reduce by 4% the amount of coins being produced. And guess what? The ones with the most coins are the ones that's going to get the most shares when they start to divvy out the commissions from the tokenization projects, from the decentralized exchange. So you want to be in position to receive that additional dividend from the company. My gosh, I don't even know what else to. Okay. All right. So you already know you're going to get commissions from the decentralized exchange. You're going to get commissions from tokenization projects. And they've already told us that there's over 70 projects in the queue. Then you're gonna make money. Obviously, when you exchange that coin, whenever you want, you can exchange it. But we do, encourage you to hold on to it as long as possible, and because that price is going to blow your mind. We see it happening. It's in the process. It's doing what it said it would do. It is so amazing where we sit right now. But there was so many nuggets in that conversation. I just hope that you really pull from the use cases that he presented, because you will be like, hey, Rashid, I need to upgrade like right now. This is phenomenal. I'm not going to miss out on this. That's pretty much all I got. All right. So, hey, I look forward to joining you. Let's make it happen, right? Let's change some lives. This is that time. All right. Hey, peace. I'm out. Get in touch with me.